The thing that the masses fail to recognize is that masters make what is complex seem extremely simple. And from the outside, everybody thinks they know what would be done best on the court or on the field. AKA spectators always feel like they know what the best move is from the sidelines. Masters make that which is complex seem extremely effortless and simple, while amateurs and motherfucking novices and low-level people make the most simple shit complicated and not even complex. 𝑎 your world is yours. So as I sit back and I reflect, because I live in a state of joy, I live in a state of enthusiasm, I live in a state of forever happy, like, you know what I'm saying? I don't have stress on my energy about evolution. I got to this point in my soul at the beginning of it all where it's voluntary. Like, nobody's forcing you to grow. That's the beautiful thing about free will. Nobody's forcing you to grow. Nobody's forcing you to be what you don't really want to be, you know? And once you have that I volunteered to be one of the greatest in the world energy, then there's no tug, there's no weird energy about it. It's like, duh, I'm gonna be one of the greatest in the world, period. Now, so many people want to believe that they're riding on forms of morality that are superior to others, aka want to believe that they have a sense of denouncement to lower tendencies, and they don't believe they're selfish. But when it comes time to show and prove, they show and prove that they're actually really more concerned about the results, really more concerned about what they could get, instead of focused on what they could be. 𝙎your world is yours. This journey is not for the weak-hearted. This shit is not for the weak-souled. This shit is not for the weak-minded. This is not for the weak-bodied. These are for the individuals who are elected and who listen to the call of their conscience and answer the call of duty of their existence. Yeah, there's money to be made in helping people. Yeah, there's beautiful sensations and senses of self-respect and self-esteem to be attained through things like personal development and, you know, healing yourself. But if you're always focused on the outcome instead of what you should become, then you're always going to be behind the wheel. So I always say everybody's real till they get in the field. I'm just reflecting on so many people who, you know, I'll put my energy out there for people to gravitate and have a conduit, have a gateway into ascension. Because I've arrived, you know, it's not hard to tell. But I never incentivize people with anything other than for its own sake. You have to be willing, volunteer to be one of the greatest simply because you value that. And it's not a matter of competition, I'm going to be better than them. I'm just going to be one of the greatest. I'm already one of the greatest. There is no one near comparable to what I am. Not simply who I am, what I am. I never focused on outshining anyone, that person, this person, that. I just focused on literally being the best version of what the fuck I know I am. And that's the only thing you're really supposed to be doing. 𝙎your world is yours. On the way to that, of course, you will create a person who can help people in a multitude of ways and will be able to earn a living in a species which is quote-unquote codependent, interdependent, be able to find your place in the world. But if for any moment, any of the lower gratifications, other than evolution for its purest sake, take precedence in your seat of intentions, because intentions aren't just unidimensional. You have an intention, and along that you have accessory intentions on the way to manifestation. So intentions aren't just one-dimensional. But if the foundation of your intentions ever shifts into what you can get instead of what you can be and what you can offer, and what you should be and what you should offer, and if for any moment you become conditional, you're not willing to give this because you're not getting this, then you're gonna ruin the formula of your existence and end up blockading yourself from your blessings. Why your world is yours. I've come to realize, as I've decided to teach more people more in-depth things, because there have been several people, that many people think that this shit is easy. For me, when the self-love is real, the evolution is effortless. And that's why I make it look so effortless. But y'all gotta realize, I'm on year 2013, year 12, year 11 of this YWY shit. And when I first started, it was just the music. I was a young kid smoking weed, still the same mind, same curiosity, same inclinations, same subject matters, same perplexities. You know, I had a natural disposition toward. People ask me, like, what makes you make your content? This is just what I am. I'm just listening to what I am, and I'm pursuing what I love. I'm not putting anything on to get a benefit. You know? So if you're really not even a thinker, if you're really not anyone who has like inclination towards actual truth, you know, you should really reflect on ever entering these types of endeavors. Because yeah, Sheikhy Chic is the one that we could all have fun with, you know, because joy and work and joy become the same thing. But never for 1 second forget that this is a task. This truth seeking, this truth becoming, this becoming a personification, this becoming an advocate, an elect, a conduit of the will of the Most High. The Most High, you don't even have to create a extra personal entity around that concept, the Most High. The Most High could be your conscience. Your conscience is infallible. Your conscience never instructs you to do that which causes harm to anyone or anything. That which brings more life to all and less to none must be done, is what the conscience will always provide you. Or you could call the conscience the voice of highest reason. It's the most reasonable thing to do, which again will bring more life to all and less to none once it's done. So the will of the Most High reason within you must be done on earth, in the material affairs. As you become an elect for this thing, you realize it's not about you. So, whatever why your world is yours, all in all, masters make that which is extremely complicated and complex seem extremely simple. And to the naked eye, everything that I'm doing, you would think it's easy until you decide to commit. And this is why motherfuckers never commit to even working out, to even eating correctly, to even being sober, because it is a challenge and it requires you to be extremely uncomfortable and to stomach and embody feelings that motherfuckers ain't trying to feel, so you really ain't trying to be real. This real red pill life, this life that we play on extreme, I'm playing life how it's supposed to be meant to be played. No pretenses, no falseness, no drugs, no obscure perceptions. Nah, y'all trying to play life on easy. Anxiety is an installed program in life to charge you towards acts of courage or to cripple you into fucking being a pussy. Whatever you are, your world is yours. The last thing I'm gonna say here, 99.9% of the time out of 10, calling yourself a bitch is the best thing you could do for yourself. Whatever you are, your world is yours. Once you just say, just being a bitch, you get the work done. If you wrestle with that idea of you're just being a bitch, you're wasting time. Whatever you are, your world is yours. Understand this. Either the thing is done or it's not done. And the reason that it's not done is always going to be fear. It's always going to be selfishness. It's always going to be you. Why is it not done? Don't even answer the question with your tongue. Whatever you are, your world is yours. Consider the vibrations raised.